Good morning, my friends. I'm so glad you're here today because I believe that each one of you has a powerful story to tell. A story of overcoming, of rising above challenges, and of embracing the beauty of your journey. Today, I want to talk to you about something that we all experience in life, losing people. It can be painful, but it's also part of the divine plan for our growth. And here's the good news: they will regret losing you. Self-worth and confidence are the bedrock of a fulfilled and successful life. Understanding your worth is not just about recognizing your talents, but about knowing that you are inherently valuable regardless of external validation. Too often, we tie our sense of worth to the opinions or actions of others. We seek approval from family, friends, colleagues, or society, believing that their recognition defines who we are. However, true self-worth comes from within. It's the understanding that your value is not dependent on the approval or acceptance of others, but on the simple fact that you are enough as you are. When you begin to embrace your self-worth, something powerful happens. You start to step into your confidence. Confidence is not arrogance, nor is it an inflated sense of self. True confidence is grounded in an authentic understanding of who you are. It's knowing that you bring something unique to the table, that you have something special that no one else can replicate. It's about recognizing the skills, experiences, and qualities that make you who you are and being unapologetic about it. However, confidence doesn't just appear overnight. It's built through consistent self-reflection and self-acceptance. It requires recognizing that you are not perfect, and that's okay. Perfection is an illusion. Life is about growth, learning, and evolving. Confidence grows when we stop fearing failure and embrace it as part of the journey. Each setback or challenge is an opportunity to learn, to refine ourselves, and to become stronger. The more you accept your imperfections and embrace your uniqueness, the more your confidence will flourish. Self-worth is the foundation upon which confidence stands. When you know your worth, you stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop tolerating relationships, situations, or environments that drain your energy or diminish your spirit. When you understand your worth, you stop allowing others to define you. You begin to make decisions from a place of empowerment, choosing what is best for your growth, your happiness, and your peace of mind. This sense of worth also plays a significant role in how you handle rejection and criticism. When you truly know your value, the sting of rejection becomes less personal. You realize that a rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a part of life's journey. It's not a failure, it's simply a redirection. The people or situations that don't align with your true self are making room for the ones that do. Your self-worth also influences how you relate to others. When you know your value, you naturally set healthy boundaries. You respect yourself enough to say no when necessary, and you teach others how to treat you. Your relationships become more authentic because they are based on mutual respect, understanding, and shared values. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself to others because you've already proven your worth to yourself. Building self-worth and confidence is a lifelong process, but it is one of the most important investments you can make in yourself. It is the key to living a life of authenticity, fulfillment, and true happiness. When you trust in your own value and believe in your abilities, you can face any challenge with resilience. The world will try to convince you that you need to be something you're not, but when you know who you are and stand firm in that truth, you become unstoppable. Life is full of opportunities, yet often we remain hesitant to seize them. We get comfortable in our routines, in the familiar, and sometimes even in the pain of past experiences. The fear of the unknown or the worry of failure can keep us stuck in situations that no longer serve us. But if we truly want to grow and step into our full potential, we must learn to embrace new opportunities no matter how uncertain they may seem. Embracing new opportunities begins with the willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. The comfort zone is a safe place, but it's also a place where growth stalls. When you stay within its confines, you limit your potential and avoid the very things that can take you to the next level. New opportunities often come disguised as challenges or changes, and while they may initially feel overwhelming or intimidating, they hold the potential to transform your life in ways you can't yet imagine. The first step in embracing new opportunities is recognizing that change is necessary for growth. Change isn't always easy, and it can come with its own set of fears and doubts. But the truth is, growth doesn't happen in a static environment. We are constantly evolving, learning, and becoming more than we were yesterday. When we embrace change, we align ourselves with this natural process. The opportunities that come with change are often what push us to our limits, test our resilience, and ultimately reveal new aspects of ourselves. Sometimes new opportunities require us to let go of the past. We may be holding on to old relationships, habits, or beliefs that no longer align with the person we are becoming. Letting go can be difficult because it means surrendering what we know, even if it's no longer serving us. But when we make room for new opportunities, we free ourselves to receive the blessings that are on their way. Letting go isn't a sign of weakness, it's an act of strength and faith. It's a belief that something better is on the horizon and that we deserve it. Embracing new opportunities also requires a shift in mindset. Often we resist opportunities because we fear failure. But failure is not something to be feared, it's an inevitable part of success. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has faced failure along the way. It's through failure that we learn, adapt, and grow stronger. So instead of seeing new opportunities as risks, we can begin to see them as invitations to learn, grow, and improve. Failure isn't a reflection of our worth, it's simply a part of the journey towards success. The key to embracing new opportunities lies in trusting yourself. Trust that you have the skills, wisdom, and resilience to navigate whatever challenges come your way. Trust that each opportunity, even if it's difficult, is leading you toward the person you are meant to become. This trust is the foundation of confidence. When you believe in your ability to rise to the occasion, the world opens up in ways you never thought possible. In addition, embracing new opportunities means being open to the unexpected. Life rarely unfolds exactly as we plan it. And sometimes the best opportunities come from the most unexpected places. It's important to stay open to new experiences, even if they don't fit into the neat box we've created for our lives. These unexpected opportunities may lead us down paths we never would have considered, paths that ultimately bring us more joy, fulfillment, and purpose than we ever thought possible. New opportunities are not just about professional growth, they're about personal growth as well. They invite us to evolve into the best versions of ourselves, to challenge old assumptions, and to become more adaptable, resilient, and confident. When we embrace these opportunities with open hearts and minds, we open ourselves to a life full of possibilities, a life where we're not just surviving, but truly thriving. Growth is the essence of life. It's the constant process of evolving into the person we are meant to become. And it's a journey that requires both patience and effort. In our fast-paced world, we often focus on immediate results, quick fixes, and external success. However, true fulfillment comes from focusing on growth not just in our careers or material achievements, but in our character, our relationships, and our personal development. At its core, growth is about embracing change and the challenges that come with it. When we focus on growth, we begin to view obstacles not as setbacks, but as opportunities to learn and improve. Every challenge we face, every mistake we make is part of the process of becoming a better version of ourselves. Growth doesn't happen without discomfort. It's the struggles, the failures, and the unexpected twists in our journey that shape us into the people we are destined to be. The key to focusing on growth is cultivating a mindset that is open to learning. This means approaching life with curiosity and a willingness to adapt. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking we already know everything, but growth comes from being humble enough to acknowledge that there's always more to learn. Whether it's a new skill, a different perspective, or a deeper understanding of ourselves, every day offers the opportunity to expand our knowledge and wisdom. The more open we are to learning, the more we grow in every area of our lives. Focusing on growth also involves setting intentional goals, but with the understanding that these goals are not the end, but part of the journey. Too often, we focus only on the destination, but growth happens along the way. It's in the small steps, the daily decisions, the habits we form, and the lessons we learn that true growth takes place. While achieving goals is important, it's equally important to appreciate the process. When we focus solely on the outcome, we miss the beauty of growth itself. A critical aspect of growth is self-reflection. Taking the time to reflect on where we've been, where we are, and where we want to go helps us better understand our strengths and areas for improvement. It's through self-reflection that we can recognize patterns in our behavior, thoughts, and decisions. Are we repeating mistakes? Are we holding on to limiting beliefs? Are we settling for less than we deserve? Self-reflection allows us to identify these patterns and make conscious changes that support our growth. It's also important to understand that growth requires patience. We live in a world that often values instant results, but growth is a slow and steady process. It's like planting a seed, it doesn't sprout overnight. It needs time, care, and nurturing. Similarly, our personal development doesn't happen in an instant, and we can't rush it. Trusting in the process and allowing ourselves the grace to evolve at our own pace is crucial. We must be patient with ourselves and trust that each step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Another powerful aspect of growth is the ability to learn from failure. Many people shy away from failure because they view it as a reflection of their inadequacy. However, failure is one of the greatest teachers we will ever have. It shows us what doesn't work so we can adjust and try again. It teaches resilience, perseverance, and the importance of getting back up after we fall. Every failure contains a seed of growth if we are willing to learn from it rather than be discouraged by it. Growth is not a solitary process. It often involves the people around us. The relationships we build, the conversations we have, and the support we give and receive all contribute to our development. Surrounding ourselves with people who inspire, challenge, and encourage us can accelerate our growth. These relationships provide different perspectives, push us to think differently, and help us expand our understanding of the world. Growth thrives in an environment where there is mutual support, accountability, and encouragement. Ultimately, focusing on growth means choosing progress over perfection. It's not about being flawless, it's about striving to be better than we were yesterday. It's about embracing each stage of the journey, learning from our experiences, and continually evolving. When we focus on growth, we shift our attention away from external validation and toward the internal transformation that leads to a more fulfilled and meaningful life. Growth is a lifelong commitment, but it's also the key to unlocking our fullest potential. Forgiveness and letting go are two of the most powerful acts we can practice in our lives. While both can be incredibly difficult, they hold the key to healing and freedom. The act of forgiveness is not about excusing the wrongs that have been done to us, nor is it about reconciling with those who have hurt us. It is about releasing ourselves from the emotional burden of carrying anger, resentment, and pain. Letting go, on the other hand, is the process of releasing the past and the people who no longer serve our highest good. Together, forgiveness and letting go create space for peace, growth, and renewal. Forgiveness begins with a deep understanding that holding on to negative emotions only harms us. When we choose to hold on to anger, bitterness, or resentment, we give our power away to those who have wronged us. These negative emotions weigh us down, keeping us stuck in the past and preventing us from moving forward. Forgiveness, in this sense, is an act of self-care. It is choosing peace over pain and freedom over imprisonment. By forgiving others, we free ourselves from the emotional chains that keep us bound to past hurts. One of the biggest misconceptions about forgiveness is that it requires the person who wronged us to apologize or change. In reality, forgiveness is about our own healing. It's about deciding that we will no longer allow someone else's actions to control our emotional well-being. Forgiveness is a choice, not a feeling. It's something we do for ourselves, not for the person who has hurt us. While it may take time, forgiveness is an essential step in letting go of the past and embracing a future filled with peace and possibility. Letting go is an extension of forgiveness. It's about releasing the past, the grudges, and the people who no longer belong in our lives. Sometimes we hold on to people and situations because we are afraid of change or because we fear what might happen if we let go. But holding on to something that no longer serves us only prevents us from stepping into the future that is meant for us. Letting go means releasing our attachment to things, people, and outcomes that drain us or hold us back. It's about trusting that what's meant for us will find its way, and what we need to leave behind is part of the process of growth. Letting go also requires a deep level of self-awareness. It requires us to look honestly at our relationships, habits, and attachments. Are we holding on to toxic relationships out of fear of being alone? Are we staying in situations that no longer support our well-being because we are afraid of change? Letting go requires us to recognize when something or someone is hindering our growth and to be brave enough to make the decision to move on. It can be painful, but it is necessary for our emotional and spiritual well-being. One of the most powerful things about forgiveness and letting go is that they create space for new opportunities and experiences. When we free ourselves from the weight of past hurts, we make room for healing, love, and new connections to enter our lives. Holding on to grudges and negative emotions takes up valuable emotional energy. When we release them, we are able to open ourselves to the fullness of life that is waiting for us. By forgiving others and letting go of the past, we allow ourselves to experience greater joy, peace, and fulfillment. Forgiveness and letting go are acts of strength, not weakness. They require courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to trust that we are worthy of peace and happiness. Both are necessary for our personal growth and for creating a life that is aligned with our true purpose. They are not one-time actions, but ongoing practices that we must return to, especially when life challenges us. Through forgiveness and letting go, we liberate ourselves from the past, enabling us to move forward with an open heart and mind. Divine timing and purpose are concepts that resonate deeply with those who believe that life is not simply a series of random events, but rather a journey guided by a higher power. The belief in divine timing suggests that everything in life happens at exactly the right moment, according to a greater plan that we may not always understand. It requires faith and patience, trusting that the universe or whatever force you believe in has a specific, purposeful timeline for your life. Divine purpose, on the other hand, refers to the unique path each of us is meant to walk, filled with meaning, lessons, and growth. One of the fundamental aspects of divine timing is the idea that things don't happen on our timetable, but on the timetable that is best for our ultimate good. It's easy to become frustrated when things don't unfold the way we expect. We set goals, make plans, and work hard toward our dreams only to encounter roadblocks, delays, or detours. In these moments, it's natural to feel discouraged or question why things aren't happening as quickly as we'd like. However, divine timing teaches us that sometimes delays or setbacks are necessary for our development. They allow us to grow stronger, learn valuable lessons, and be better prepared for the blessings that are to come. When we trust in divine timing, we also begin to recognize that certain experiences, people, and opportunities are meant to come into our lives at specific moments. It's often in the waiting periods that we experience the greatest growth. While we may feel like we're standing still, we are actually being prepared for the next phase of our journey. In hindsight, we often see that the moments of struggle and waiting were crucial for our personal evolution and the fulfillment of our purpose. There's a wisdom in knowing that some things must align before we are ready to fully receive them. Divine purpose goes hand in hand with divine timing. Each person has a unique purpose, a reason for being that is deeply embedded in their soul. This purpose is not always immediately clear. It often unfolds over time as we learn, grow, and experience life. Sometimes we find our purpose through trial and error, through moments of passion, or through deep introspection. But divine purpose is about more than just career or personal goals. It's about how we show up in the world, how we impact others, and how we live with integrity and authenticity. When we begin to understand our divine purpose, we approach life with a deeper sense of meaning. We stop chasing empty pursuits or goals that don't align with who we truly are. Instead, we start living in alignment with our values and passions. This doesn't mean everything will be easy or that we won't face challenges along the way. However, when we're clear on our purpose, even the hardest moments take on significance. They become stepping stones, part of the greater plan that leads us to where we are meant to go. The concept of divine timing also teaches us the importance of surrender. We can work hard, set goals, and take action, but ultimately we must trust that there is a greater plan at work. It's a reminder that we are not in control of everything, and that sometimes we must release our need for certainty and trust the process. Divine timing encourages us to let go of our anxieties about the future and to embrace the present moment, knowing that we are exactly where we need to be in the grand scheme of things. In times of uncertainty, or when things don't seem to be moving as we wish, it's essential to remember that every experience, good or bad, is part of our purpose and growth. The journey may not always be clear, but each step we take is moving us closer to fulfilling our destiny. Trusting in divine timing and purpose brings peace, knowing that our lives are unfolding exactly as they are meant to, and that everything will align in perfect timing. Positivity and gratitude are two of the most transformative forces in our lives. While external circumstances may influence our mood and mindset, the power to choose how we react lies within us. Positivity isn't just about having a cheerful attitude, it's about maintaining an optimistic perspective even when life gets difficult. Gratitude, on the other hand, is about recognizing and appreciating the good things, both big and small, that already exist in our lives. When we practice positivity and gratitude, we not only improve our own well-being, but also influence those around us in profound ways. Positivity begins with our mindset. It's easy to focus on what's going wrong or what we don't have, but this mindset keeps us stuck in a cycle of negativity. Choosing positivity, however, means looking for the good in every situation, even when it seems hard to find. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities for growth, viewing setbacks as temporary, and understanding that every hardship is a stepping stone towards something better. A positive mindset doesn't ignore the reality of difficult situations. Rather, it acknowledges them and chooses to focus on the solutions and possibilities instead of dwelling on the problems. One of the most powerful aspects of positivity is its ability to shift our energy. When we choose to think positively, we change the way we experience the world. Our thoughts shape our emotions, which in turn influence our actions. A positive attitude helps us approach life with a sense of hope, courage, and resilience. It's not about being unrealistic or denying the challenges we face, but about acknowledging that no matter what happens, we have the strength to rise above it. This shift in perspective allows us to maintain our peace and joy, even when circumstances are less than ideal. Gratitude works hand in hand with positivity. When we cultivate a sense of gratitude, we shift our focus from what's lacking to what we already have. Gratitude invites us to celebrate the blessings that may otherwise go unnoticed: the warmth of the sun on our face, a kind word from a friend, a moment of quiet in a busy day. By regularly acknowledging these small gifts, we train our minds to focus on the abundance in our lives rather than on scarcity. Gratitude opens our hearts and fills us with contentment, reminding us that we don't need to wait for the next big thing to be happy. Happiness is found in the present moment when we appreciate what's already here. The practice of gratitude also has a profound impact on our relationships. When we express gratitude to others, it deepens our connections and strengthens bonds. A simple thank you can go a long way in making people feel seen and valued. Gratitude allows us to see others in a positive light, appreciating their efforts, love, and support. By practicing gratitude toward ourselves and those around us, we create an environment of mutual respect and appreciation. Positivity and gratitude are also linked to improved mental and physical health. Studies have shown that regularly practicing gratitude can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, while promoting better sleep and overall well-being. A positive outlook has been shown to boost the immune system, increase energy levels, and even improve longevity. When we approach life with a grateful heart and a positive mindset, we're not only nourishing our spirit, but also our body. Positive thoughts trigger the release of feel-good hormones, which promote a sense of well-being and happiness. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate both positivity and gratitude is through daily practice. Taking a few moments each day to reflect on the things you are thankful for can have a significant impact on your mindset. Whether it's writing in a gratitude journal, expressing thanks to the people around you, or simply pausing to appreciate the small moments of beauty in life, these practices create a foundation of positivity. Over time, gratitude becomes a habit that enhances every aspect of life, from our relationships to our work to our inner peace. When we embrace positivity and gratitude, we align ourselves with a higher vibration. These practices help us let go of negativity, forgive past hurts, and open ourselves to the abundance that life has to offer. While challenges will always arise, focusing on the positive and being thankful for what we have allows us to face those challenges with grace, resilience, and hope. In conclusion, embracing positivity, gratitude, forgiveness, growth, and divine timing allows us to live with purpose and fulfillment. These principles guide us through life's challenges, reminding us that each setback is a setup for greater opportunities. When we trust in the journey, remain open to growth, and focus on the blessings in our lives, we create an environment where peace, joy, and success can thrive. Remember, it's not the circumstances that define us, but how we choose to respond. By staying rooted in these principles, we align ourselves with the best version of who we are meant to be.